Hundreds of foreigners fleeing Sudan have arrived in the Saudi Arabian port city of Jeddah, Saudi state media reported, as Sudan entered a third week of fighting between rival military forces despite a ceasefire. A ferry with around 1,900 evacuees arrived at a Saudi naval base in Jeddah after crossing the Red Sea from Port Sudan, in the latest evacuation to the kingdom by sea, the SPA state news agency reported on Saturday. The group included the first known Iranian evacuees to escape the fighting, as Iran's foreign ministry said 65 Iranian citizens had left from Port Sudan through Jeddah to Iran. "We had a bad situation in Khartoum because of the war and we didn't know what we should do. Thank you, Saudi Arabia. Good trip to Saudi Arabia and I'm very happy," said Iranian citizen who was among those evacuated. Earlier, an Emirati evacuation plan arrived from Sudan carrying citizens and nationals from 16 countries, the UAE said. About 128 evacuees, including British and US citizens, landed in the capital Abu Dhabi, where they were greeted by officials. Separately, a US government-organized convoy arrived at the Red Sea city of Port Sudan on Saturday, evacuating US citizens, local staff, and others, US Department of State spokesperson said. Tens of thousands of people have been uprooted within Sudan or embarked on arduous trips to neighboring Chad, Egypt, South Sudan, and Ethiopia to flee the battle between Sudan's army and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces. Mossab Abdurrahman, a student in Port Sudan on the eastern Red Sea coast waiting to leave the country, and told Al Jazeera, "I was among the people trapped for nearly 7 days in Khartoum with no food, electricity, or water. The conditions were very bad, but thank God we managed to leave and come here. The journey was a bit difficult, but things worked out and we arrived."